In the previous video, I have discussed about the dissolution of the partnership firm. Now we'll be starting with insolvency of partners, which comes under Unit 2, Chapter 2 of the NET syllabus, and this is Part 5 of the partnership chapter. Now, this is what insolvency of a partner is: a situation in which partner is unable to pay the amount due to him. Okay, so whatever that means, that person becomes bankrupt, insolvent. Okay, so in this way what happens, means he is not able to pay the due, means whatever due amount is there to him. So when all the adjustments have been made in respect of the realization profit or loss and accumulated profits or losses, etc., the capital account of a partner may show a debit balance. Such a partner then is a debtor to the firm to that extent, and he has to bring in the necessary cash to clear debit balance in his capital account. But if the partner with a debit balance in his capital account is unable to bring the necessary cash, then what will do? He is said to be insolvent, obviously, because he is not able to meet up his debts. So in this way what happened then, that irrecoverable debit balance is a further loss which will have to be borne by the solvent partners in addition to the loss on realization. The reason is that the liability of the partners in a partnership firm is unlimited. As all of us know that the liability of a partner, not unlike unlike a company, the liability of the partners in a partnership firm is unlimited. So for that reason, any of the partners has become insolvent. For that reason, he is not able to meet up his dues. So that irrecoverable due, okay, that particular irrecoverable due will be met up by the existing and also along with the loss or on the realization of assets and liabilities. Okay, so for that reason we take up a very important decision which is known as Garner versus Murray rule. Very important. Now what this rule is all about, in your previous classes you must have heard about Garner versus Murray rule. So we'll be starting what it is all about now. Next, first one is, sometimes partnership deed is silent about the treatment of deficiency of insolvent partner. In such a situation, the leading case of Garner versus Murray, which came in 1903, is taken into consideration. Okay, so when partnership deed is silent about the treatment of deficiency of insolvent partner, means how it will be dealt. So for particular reason this thing is done. Next is what? Partnership deed is silent. Okay, partnership deed is silent. Next will be what? In case of Garner versus Murray, it was held that the deficiency of insolvent partner must be borne by the other solvent partners in proportion to their capital after each solvent partner has brought in equal cash to his own share of loss on realization. Okay, means after he has bought, means after the solvent partners have bought their loss of realization, after that whatever the portion of dues is left with the insolvent partner, that will be borne by the solvent partners in their ratio of capital. Very important, in the ratio of capital ratio of capital. Okay, so this after the loss of realization is met. Okay, not before this. Now point number 3 is what? Now third point is what? To apply the decision, this Garner versus Murray decision, there are 3 conditions which has to be fulfilled. What are these? There are 2 or more than 2 solvent partners, means if there are 2 solvent partners and more than 2, not 1. Okay, mind you, not 1. If there is a partnership of 2 people and one of them become insolvent, then that other person cannot be held here with the decision of Garner versus Mario rule. Okay, this is point 1. Point 2 is what? One or more of partners are insolvent. Obviously, any one or more of the partners are insolvent. Minimum is 1. Okay, and the capitals are not in profit sharing ratio. The capitals are not in profit sharing ratio. Not in profit sharing ratio. Okay, profit sharing ratio. So capitals are not in profit sharing ratio. So in that way we'll be dealing it. Now we have to consider both fixed and fluctuating capitals. Now how we will deal with that? The accounting treatment are: first one, at the time of transfer of accumulated profits, if any, to each partner's current account in the profit sharing ratio, then what will happen? PL account, debit. Reserve fund account, debit. Any other fund account, debit to partner's capital account. Okay, very easy. At the time of means accumulated profit transfer, this particular partner's capital account will be credited in this manner. Now next is profit on realization. Profit on realization. So how will deal? Realization account, debit to partner's current account. See why we are taking current account. Now what? How we will deal with this? Partner's current account. Here also we will take partner's current account. Now, when the capitals of the partners have been maintained on the fixed capital system, the deficiency of the insolvent partners will be borne by the solvent partners in proportion to their original contribution, subject of course to any agreed additions or withdrawal of the capitals during the period. So this is actually for fixed capital. Means if there is fixed capital method, then this will be recorded in this manner. Okay, will not take capital, will take current accounts. Next is loss on realization. So obviously partners current account, debit to realization account for loss. Next is for bringing in cash equal to realization loss respectively by the solvent partners. Obviously loss will be borne by the realization partner and the solvent partners. So as I have said just now, so for this reason bank account debit to solvent partners current account, not capital. Okay, next how we will deal? Debit or credit balance of the current account of the insolvent partner would be transferred to his capital account to determine the total deficiency. Okay, so for that reason, first one is for debit current account balance, insolvent partners capital account, debit to insolvent partners current account. Okay, very important. Okay, means the current account of the insolvent partners would be transferred to his capital account to determine the total deficiency. Means whatever is in the capital, it is there in the capital account, that will be transferred automatically to the insolvent partners capital account for the reason of what? For determining the total deficiency. And next is what? For credit current account balance, solvent partners current account, insolvent partners current account to insolvent partners capital account. What is this all about? For credit current account balance, if there is a credit current account balance, okay, so for that reason what will be the entry? Insolvent partners current account debit to insolvent partners capital account. Very simple. Okay, this was for debit balance of current account, and this is for credit balance of current account. Okay, so means this is the bigger one, big brother, and this is small brother. So small will give to bigger brother, and here the current account is becoming big brother, so he'll take from the smaller brother, that is becoming capital account. Means capital account is becoming small brother now. Next is what? For distributing the deficiency of insolvent partner among the solvent partners. So what will be the entry? Solvent partners current account debit to insolvent partners capital account. Okay, so what will happen over here? Solvent partners current account will be debited with the insolvent partners capital account for distributing the deficiency of insolvent partners among the solvent partners, and for this, for closing the current account of solvent partners for debit balance, again solvent partners capital account debit to solvent partners current account, and for credit balance solvent partners current account debit to solvent partners capital given in the balance sheet. Okay, simple way mein, where the capitals are maintained on the fluctuating method, the true capital will be what? On the date of dissolution is by the adjustment of all the balances of reserve fund, then debit balance and credit balance, profit and loss account, which are given in the balance sheet. Okay, means as we do. Okay, fluctuating means as we do through capital accounts. As previously we made adjustment through the capital accounts and not through current, means current account will not come into picture. Okay, next is what? When all partners are insolvent, in this case what we will do? So previously this for fluctuating, all the adjustment and all the journal entries will be same, just we have to exclude the current account and we have to include the capital account. Now next condition, when all partners are insolvent. In this situation what we'll do? When all partners are insolvent, when the firm cannot meet the claims of its creditors in full because of insufficiency of firm's assets as well as private estates of the partners, all the partners are said to be insolvent. In such case, okay, so all the cash available will be paid to creditors in proportion to their respective claims after the expenses on realization have been made, and the realization account should be prepared without transferring liabilities. The loss on realization account will be debited to the capital accounts of a partner in their profit sharing ratio. Okay, the available cash then should be used to pay the liabilities, and the balance of representing unpaid amount should be transferred to a newly opened account called deficiency account. In this situation, deficiency account is made. Okay, deficiency account is made, and the capital accounts of the partners are closed by transferring the balance to the deficiency account, and through this deficiency account only the whatever the cash payments has to be given for the for paying the liabilities is done through deficiency account. Okay, so these were all about partnership chapter. Hope you have all understood, and if you have any query, you may ask in the comment section mentioned below. So thank you so much.